It's like a scene out of a movie.
Was all this legal?
But instead, it's about a movie, or a movie maker, that is. Carl Eric Wrench, arrested Tuesday over charges including wire fraud and money laundering, alleging he defrauded Netflix out of $11 million. Acting U.S. Attorney Matthew Podolsky in a statement saying, quote, as alleged, Carl Eric Wrench orchestrated a scheme to steal millions by soliciting a large investment from a video streaming service, claiming that money would be used to finance a television show that he was creating. But that was fiction. While Netflix isn't named in the indictment, in 2018, the filmmaker sold a sci-fi series, White Horses, to the streamer for $44 million, as first reported by the New York Times. And a year later, he said he needed more money to complete the series. In March of 2020, Netflix paid $11 million more to finish the show, according to the indictment. Prosecutors say, quote, Wrench began transferring the funds he received through a number of different bank accounts before consolidating them in a personal brokerage account. And in 2 months, lost more than half of it. Our attempts to reach representation for Wrench were unsuccessful.
Likely the transfer to these different accounts contributed to the government's decision to charge money laundering.
And what else do prosecutors say he did with the money? According to the indictment, there was money spent to speculate on cryptocurrency, $1,787,000 in credit card bills, over $1 million on lawyer fees to sue Netflix, and even more for a divorce. He spent $395,000 to stay at the Four Seasons and other luxury rentals, almost $4 million on furniture and antiques, nearly $700,000 on 2 mattresses, and almost $300,000 on the sheets. Plus the 5 Rolls Royces, the Ferrari, the watches, and the clothing, totaling over $3 million.
Expect the defense to try and characterize these expenditures as not personal, but instead income that he was entitled to and income that he went out and spent on. That still may be a difficult argument to make.
We reached out to Netflix, and a spokesperson has declined to comment. The arrest coming less than a year after Netflix was awarded $8.8 million in damages, a sum a judge ruled Wrench spent on non-production costs, in an arbitration initiated by the filmmaker, who alleged the streaming giant owed him $14 million.
Yasmin Vasugian joins us now in studio. Yasmin, walk us through the specific charges here. And in terms of time, if this filmmaker is convicted, how long could he be behind bars?
So he's looking at 7 separate counts, 1 count of wire fraud, 1 count of money laundering, 5 counts engaging in monetary transactions and property derived from specified unlawful activity. Reading directly here from the indictment, he's looking at upwards of 90 years. So the rest of his life in prison, 10 years each for those 5 counts and 20 years possibly each for those 1 count of wire fraud and money laundering. Will he get that if, in fact, he's found guilty? Likely no, but he could certainly get a significant sentencing here for some of these major counts here.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.